What's up, people? This is your boy Big Norm. I'm back with another DC Online tutorial video. This one will be covering the controller loadout for Quantum. Now, this is my Quantum user, Hand Blaster, Quantum Synapse, and he is my second strongest character on my account. Um, Gotten a lot of questions on different social media pages about controlling, particular with Quantum and Hardlight, and some people have been on the fence on which one to use or which one is better. So we're going to go over the loadout that I'm using for my Quantum controller. Now, before we get started, once again, this is not the end all to be all as far as loadouts. This is just a loadout that I have come across, that I've used, that I am comfortable with using. Okay, the key is when you're doing when you're in troller role, you should focus on giving power over time, but ultimately your main job as a troller is debuffing, making your targets weaker while giving your teammates more strength, making your targets weaker while making your teammates stronger. Okay, so that's your role. Okay, now barring from skill points and all that, let's assume that your skill points are slotted the way they should be. Let's go straight into the loadout. Okay, loadout I have anomaly. You look down at the bottom, reduces the target's ability to heal. So I want that. I want to debuff. That's debuffing. I'm debuffing their health or the ability to heal. Okay, making it slower to heal. Singularity, control role, it reduces the enemy's defenses, so I want to lower the defense. Warp barrage reduces the target's damage output, make them less powerful. Gravity well, it's a stun if you want to call it, that damages them over time. And temporal extortion, which is a must-have for Quantum trolling users. You should have this. Increase weapon attack damage for you and 3 group members with the highest power percentage for a short time. My supercharge is Event Horizon. Okay, so now let's get into the loadout. The beautiful thing about this loadout that I'm using is that it does not require any clipping. It does not require any chaining. It's a simple left to right rotation. Now, Quantum Synapse is a hand blaster, so I use this while in controller role to get my supercharge ready. I try to have it ready for at least one good go before I do a raid. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but nevertheless, we're gonna go into it. Once again, I'm gonna hit anomaly, and I want you to watch the indicators of below my name and the indicators below the target's name. The ones in red are the ones you want to focus on, and while you're focusing on the ones in red under the target's name, you will see buffs under your name and your teammate's name, or under your name, letting you know that your team is receiving those buffs while you're debuffing in the process. Okay, so the first 3 moves, I'm going to reduce the ability to heal, reduce defense, and I'm going to reduce damage output with those 3 moves. So watch closely. Watch the first move I use against the targets. You're going to see 2 indicators, one red under the target, one green under me. First move, I reduced their health and I've just given my teammates power. Second move, I've just reduced defense while still offering power. Third move, I've just reduced the damage output to my targets. I'll go back to anomaly, reducing health. Second one, reducing defense. Third, reducing damage output. I'll throw a stun in there, a hold move. And right there, you see the target, little dot bullseye. I'm increasing my team's damage output while decreasing my target's damage output, which is what I want. My job as a controller is to provide power and debuffing for my teammates. The problem that I feel that people are running into when it comes to trolling is that they want to troll but still act as if they are a DPS or they are a tank or the case may be. They want to still come in and try to mix it up with the enemy, and I don't personally feel that's making an effective troller. You're not built for hand-to-hand, head-to-toe combat like a tank or maybe a DPS. Your role as a controller is to provide support to the tank particularly and to the DPS. So while they're mixing it up, I want to make it easier for them so they can spend less time on that target and we can move on. Of course, the target's always going to be stronger, the boss is going to be stronger, but that's where you work in a team. Now, if you have another troller on your team, whether it be a hard light, whether it be munitions, whether it be gadgets, if they are stronger than you, then let them do the trolling because they're giving out higher debuffing ratios or whatever you want to call it than you are. They're the stronger troller, let them troll. You switch over to DPS, or you can provide maybe something that he or she isn't, but they let them, for the most part, let them do the trolling, let them be the lead troller, and you fall back, maybe go to DPS or whatever the case may be. But you want to focus on damage, decreasing, debuffing, while buffing your teammates, debuffing your target. So once again, the loadout that I'm using is Anomaly, Singularity, Warp Barrage, Gravity Well, Temporal Extortion, and Event Horizon. Once again, first move, just provided power to my teammates, reduce the target's health. Second move, reduce the target's defense. Third move, I've just reduced their damage output. I'll throw a hold in there, and just like that, the fifth move, I've increased my team's damage output. Go back to the first move, reducing health. Second, defense. Third, output. Continue to hold, increasing my damage output. So this is how you can slot your particular quantum troller to where you're giving the power over time, but you're debuffing your target, which is the important thing, and that will prove crucial on a mission with tanks, with DPS. They're going to need that power, they're going to need that debuffing to carry them over. Remember, you are a troller. Stay in your lane. If you know what your lane is, stay in it and be the best troller that you can be. Be effective. Of course, we want to make sure our skill points are slotted right. Make sure you have enough skill points and make sure they're slotted right, but make sure that the loadout you have focuses on debuffing your targets while buffing up your teammates. That is the role of a controller. If you are doing anything else other than that, you are not being an effective troller for your teammates, and they're going to run into problems, and you are less likely to be invited to teams if you do not know how to effectively play your role. So that's going to do it. Tell me what you think. Drop a line in the comment section. I appreciate all the love. And once again, if you have another loadout that's better than mine, please submit it to me. Let me try it out. If it's better than mine, I'll redo a video, update it, and I will give you a shout out. So I hope this helps, clears up as far as what the troller role for Quantum does. I hope if you're Quantum users, if you're still searching for a loadout, try this one out during your missions. Let me know how it is, how it works for you. It works fine for me. Once again, no clipping, no chaining, just a simple left to right rotation. The first three moves, I'm debuffing health, defense, and damage output, and the last move, I'm increasing damage output and power to my teammates, which is what I want to do. Make my teammates stronger, but also make my targets weaker. So that's going to sum it up with this video. Tell me what you think. This has been Big Norm TV, and I will see you in my next video.